Hello and welcome to another edition of What's Up Humanities Alum. Today we have with us Gina Garcia. Hi, Gina.
Hello.
Hi, and I'm Leslie Worden. I'm the head of humanities here at Morningside University. Gina, you graduated in what year?
It's actually December of 2014. I walked in 2015.
Wonderful. And you graduated with a degree in Spanish language. And then tell me about your path from when you left to what you're doing today.
So, when I graduated in December of 2014, I had originally started working for a local nonprofit called Girls Inc. of Sioux City. I'm sure you've heard of it.
Mhm.
And I did that for about 10 months before I moved back to the Twin Cities, which is where I'm from. Um, and I just kind of found myself working in the corporate world, which I didn't love. I did that for several years and just felt that um, I wanted to use my degree to help people and make the world a better place. And so, gosh, I think it was like fall of 2019. I had been out of college for almost 5 years and I was married by then. Um, I realized that what I really want to do is social work, and I wanted to work with immigrants and refugees and non-English speakers. So I decided to go back to school and get my degree in social work. And so now I have a bachelor's degree not only in Spanish, but also in social work. I'm a licensed social worker in the state of Minnesota, and I'm currently working as a care coordinator, which is basically a case manager for folks who are 65 and older and are on medical assistance in Minnesota.
Wonderful. It sounds like you've had a great path and you found out some things about yourself. So let's back into when you were here at Morningside. What kinds of things do you think you picked up from studying humanities and Spanish language that you carry with you today?
Well, oh my gosh, so much. First of all, I actually met my husband at Morningside, and he is from Mexico. So, in the first place, we speak Spanish at home, and we have a 14-month-old son now, and we're raising him bilingual. So, even just in my personal life, I'm using my degree. And really, since I've graduated from Morningside, I've been using my degree, my fluency in Spanish in some capacity at work. Um, when I first graduated and I was working at Girls Inc., I was working at the front desk, I remember, and there were really just a ton of Spanish speaking families that would come in and were members there. So I got to use my Spanish a lot there, did a lot of translation and interpretation. Even when I moved back up to the Twin Cities, I found that the Spanish speaking population had really grown since I had graduated from high school. So that was a pleasant surprise. And I feel that I've just been able to use my Spanish out and about. And, even when I was working um, for a Fortune 100 company, I don't know if I'm supposed to name names. Can I? So I was working for 3M for a few years, the maker of Post-it notes for those who aren't familiar. And I actually was able to work with, gosh, what would we call them? Like partners and consumers in Latin America and other international subsidiaries. And I apologize for those who are watching. My son is in the background and you're probably hearing him right now. But anyways, I was able to use my degree a lot when I was working for 3M, and that actually gave me, I would say, an edge up on other people who were applying for the same job as me. I know I I really had a great time there in regards to what I got to do with my degree. And that's basically what led me to where I am now, because I found that just being able to use my Spanish to even communicate with people when, we were just talking about 3M products, nothing too, world changing or life saving, but um, it just meant so much to me.
Absolutely. And a very essential skill, really, to be able to
Hmm.
communicate with people from other cultures. So
Hmm.
tell me about one of your favorite memories of being at Morningside.
Um, oh gosh, does study abroad count? I wasn't
Yes.
technically at Morningside, but it was through Morningside. Um, yeah, that was honestly the best academic experience I had had in my life at the time was when I was able to study in Granada, Spain. I did that uh, first semester of my junior year. Um, oh gosh, I mean, I could talk about that all day. It was so amazing. I was able to take an English to Spanish translation class where I learned to write subtitles like for TV and movies. That was super fun. I took an Italian course while I was there. Just I mean, truly, I remember being there and thinking this is the most enriching and enlightening educational experience I have ever had, and I'm so grateful that I was able to have that because of Morningside.
Absolutely. We have lots of students who get to participate in study abroad programs and talk about how the immersive experience is so imperative to their educational um, life.
Mhm.
One last question. If you were to talk to someone who was considering studying something in the humanities, whether it's, Spanish, English, history, religious studies, etc., what kind of advice would you give them?
Oh my goodness, put me on the spot. Um, I would say if you're considering it because you're passionate about it, just do it. Don't let any, I guess, fears like stop you from doing that. I remember when I was, a freshman and sophomore, I was worried, am I going to is my degree in Spanish going to be enough for me to have a successful career? And I feel like there was maybe pressure, whether it was from society or just my own mental block telling me like, no, this isn't going to be enough. But oh my goodness, not only has it been enough, like even before I got my second degree, I had a very successful career path. Um, and it led me to even bigger and better things educationally and professionally. So um, don't doubt yourself. If this is what you want to do, just do it.
I love that answer. I think it's wonderful, and I appreciate your day, your time, letting us listen to the wonderful babbling of your child back there. I remember those days. And so thank you so much for being here today. And if anybody out there has any questions about studying the humanities, Spanish language, just get on our website, morningside.edu, and we will be happy to answer any questions. Thank you so much.